Hey, what up, what up? Just want to come and make a quick video. Um, and it's in regards to this Ryan Garcia fight with versus Devin Haney. It's been announced. I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised that this fight got done. We did find a little bump in the road a little bit, because at one point Ryan Garcia had challenged Devin Haney to a fight, and then Ryan Garcia got swayed into dropping the negotiations and going with um, Rolly Romero. But then that negotiations stopped or got put to a halt for some reason. I guess Rolly was offended by something, so he went and got a fight with Isaac Cruz. I'll make a video on that, but just to keep that one short, I think Isaac Cruz is gonna stop Rolly Romero. I don't know, a feeling. I just have a feeling that's what's gonna happen. But but with this fight but now, after finding out that his negotiations with Rolly Romero was not going to continue, he decided to go back and started to renegotiate with Devin Haney, and now we have a fight for Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia on April 20th. So it's a couple months away, probably a couple months away now. So how do I feel about this fight? Am I excited? Yeah, I'm excited. I'm surprised actually the negotiations went pretty, just looking from the outside looking in, went pretty well. It didn't take that long for it to materialize and to be signed. It was pretty fast. So I would say not even weeks, it's been days, and that's pretty fast. So if people, if they're not arguing about splits and money, then we have a fight. That means that the fighters are focused, and we as fans don't have to complain or argue about, or this person needs this or this person needs this. Nah, the fighters got it done. The splits are handled, the contracts being signed, everything's it's going well. So I'm happy about that. So about this fight though, just to kind of give you my thoughts, just off the top of my dome, I have Haney winning this, and I think it will be, I don't want to say it will be tough, but I think he'll pretty much handily beat him, in my opinion. I'm not here to say that Ryan Garcia is not a fighter, or he's not a real fighter, like he doesn't have any skills, or he's a YouTube fighter. No, he's more than that. I'm not gonna disrespect Ryan like that. But his last performance against Duarte, which was not too long ago, was really telling to me a lot, and I felt Gervonta Davis. I don't want to say Gervonta Davis didn't expose him. I don't think Gervonta Davis exposed him. I just think Gervonta didn't have he didn't have to get the time to expose him. If you get what I'm saying. I feel like if the fight with him and Gervonta went a little longer, Gervonta would expose more of it, but he didn't. Gervonta just got him out of there, so he didn't. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't get the time to really show the world who Ryan Garcia is as a fighter to his core. And I think even though that he beat Duarte and actually stopped him, Duarte fought him long enough and exposed him, in my opinion. And that exposure is where I think Devin Haney is going to exploit in that fight. I don't think he was necessarily trying to do a shoulder roll. It may have looked like that, but I think it was more so response to what he was getting. It wasn't something that was natural to him. Now, has he played with the shoulder roll in his camp or in sparring or just in, just training? I'm pretty sure he has played with it, but I don't think he has. Obviously, he has not perfected it. He doesn't know what he's doing with the shoulder roll. He doesn't know the mechanics of it at all. And so when he does it, it's out of survival. It's really out of survival mode. Like his last, wits, if you get what I'm saying, within the fight. And he does it when he's being pressed, and it's not natural to him. You get what I'm saying? It's not natural to him, and I don't think he really wants to do it. But at the same time, it's like that's the only thing he has. You get what I'm saying? He's been playing around a little bit, so he's like, all right, let me just use it. But he doesn't have it down pat at all. He doesn't know the mechanics or anything of it, and half the time he's trying to turn his whole back around. And you know when you turn your whole back around, that's a bad sign. That's like saying, I want to give up. I don't want to fight anymore, if you get what I'm saying. And so Duarte really exposed that. Duarte really, really exposed that. And he showed that he doesn't really have a good, his defense is really leaky. And he doesn't know how to fight on the back foot. And that's very, very terrible. And I feel like Devin Haney is really going to exploit that, especially at 140, where he's a little stronger, and yeah, he's stronger and he's better at 140. But don't get me wrong, it will be, I would say, it will still be a tense fight. It will be still be a tense fight. I just feel like Devin Haney is gonna have a little more than him in every round. You get what I'm saying? Like Devin just such a more complete, all-around fighter than Ryan Garcia. People like to talk about Ryan Garcia's speed, and that is a valuable point, but that's not valuable enough for somebody who's as skilled as Devin Haney. And as skilled as Devin Haney all around, offensively, defensively, footwork, everything. And that jab is just, and then he has a jab and he's long. Your speed cannot offset that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's a lot of ground to try to fill with just speed, when you don't have the footwork and other things to go along with it. You get what I'm saying? Especially of somebody like of Devin's caliber. So it's really going to be difficult. I still think some of the rounds are going to be close. Like it's just going to be like, it's going to be a good fight, but it's just not, it's still going to be clearly like, you're still going to see clearly like Devin won, if you get what I'm saying. It's still gonna be like close. Like it's still gonna be like an entertaining, good fight. But it's just that Devin's just gonna pull away in every single facet. So so when people talk about speed, it's like, okay, I understand that Ryan has speed, but Devin has the same thing, bro. Like I hate when people keep like mentioning Ryan's speed when clearly, like, especially when it comes like it's especially when it comes to somebody he's going to fight that also has speed. So it's like you kind of cancel them out. You know what I'm saying? Like they kept reiterating Ryan's speed when he was fighting Gervonta, as if Gervonta don't have speed himself. It's like you cancel each other out. Like speed only really matters or becomes a big factor when you're clearly fighting someone who's slower than you. You know what I'm saying? But when y'all really both have speed, does speed really matter? No, it doesn't. What matters at that point is timing. Who has timing? Who has better timing? That's what matters. But when you have clearly both have speed, you're basically nitpicking because they both have speed. Devin has speed, Ryan has speed. They both pretty much cancel out. Now we got to figure out who has better timing, who has the better skills, who can set up their shots better. That's what matters. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like that goes to Devin, man. But don't get me wrong, like, you can't sleep on Ryan Garcia's power. If he finds a way to land that shot, it could be very, 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 very dangerous for Devin. I do think, and I know so, that Ryan has the edge in power. I think he clearly has more power than Devin. But I also think Devin can hurt Ryan. I also feel like just because you have more power than somebody else does not mean that opponent can't hurt you. And I feel like in this fight, Devin can also hurt him. He's been chin-checked by not only Tank Davis, but also Luke Campbell. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like the more you get chin-checked as a fighter, the more your durability as a fighter goes down. You get what I'm saying? You only get one chin. You know what I'm saying? You can't repair that chin. So, I do feel like Devin can hurt him, especially because in his last fight, Devin, put down Regis. So that let me know going up in weight, he's hitting harder or he's sitting down his punches or whatever. So, but clearly I do think that Devin's the more skilled, and even I say athletic too. Just because you have fast hands don't mean you're athletic. Okay? Ryan Garcia does not fight like an athletic fighter. He just has fast hands, but the feet does not come with him. So the more athletic, agile, the more skilled fighter is Devin all across the board. I can't give anything Ryan above Devin, except for only two aspects. The killer, being the killer. Because when Ryan gets you hurt, he gonna stop you. Devin's not. He showed that in the last fight, which was very troubling to me. He got Regis Prograis hurt, and he just didn't stop him. So it just let me know that Devin Haney's not a killer. He doesn't have that aspect to him. But Ryan has more power, and he has that killer instinct in him. So those two aspects I could agree with I could give it to Ryan. But everything else, it's in Devin's favor. Devin's favor. So that's the fight. But all in all, I do think it will be an exciting fight. I do not want to ride Ryan Garcia totally off. I do think the rounds will be close, but I think ultimately Devin will win. And I feel like basically off of just pure skill, he'll win. Will it go all 12? That's tough. I think it will go all 12. And I do think that Ryan will probably do a better job than what Regis Prograis did. And I think the fight will go somewhat like 8-4, 7-5 in favor of Devin. 8-4, 7-5, around that kind of scorecard. I want to lean more towards 8-4. And 8-4 is not a terrible fight. If you lose a fight in 8-4 in an 8-4 fashion, it ain't terrible. That's still a pretty comparable, close fight. 7-5. Those are not bad scorecards if you lose, like you just lost. But you know what I'm saying. But I don't think he will get blown out. I just think Devin will be a little too seasoned, too good, too skillful for him. But that's just my opinion. That's my initial thoughts on the fight. But yeah, all in all, I am surprised that the fight was signed and it's being delivered to us. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later, man.